Well, good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. I hope it's a good day for you. This is Ballcat Michelle. No, it's Michelle Scott coming to you, I believe, on day 9 of 365. Happy to be here. Was looking for a lighthearted topic today. And I asked my husband, I'm like, what should I talk about? And he's like, helping others. And I'm like, okay. I was like, that's another good topic. And perhaps I will talk about that at some point. Um, but today I wanted it to be lighthearted. I don't know. I think that things are heavy during Christmas and everybody's can be a little stressed out, the adults at least. People might be feeling loss or urgency, or maybe there's a lack of funding to offer the Christmas that you want to your kids and all that stuff. So I thought that I was going to be kind of fun today. So I don't really know what to talk about. I just know that I have a commitment to myself to make 365 videos over the next 365 days. But I want to bring quality to you guys, and I don't want it to always feel heavy. I want it to be something that is relatable, and oftentimes that means I have to get pretty personal, just because that's how people relate to you is when you're personal. So I have been told that I'm brave for doing what I'm doing, and I appreciate that. I do. But I don't know how brave I actually am. I feel so led to do this. It's been on my mind for probably 4 years, probably 10, honestly, to share my story. It's probably been on my mind, honestly, for 20 years to share my story. My story is multifaceted, and there's ebbs and flows, highs and lows, and trauma and triumph, all of it. But today we're going to talk about, what are we going to talk about? Michelle's going to think of something right now to talk about. So I love to travel. And this comes of no surprise to anybody that knows me. I would live on a permanent trip. And I don't mean vacation. Like, I'm not let's go sit on the beach, do nothing, chill out. I'm not a vacationer. I'm a traveler. And I do think that there's a difference. So I have friends that love to vacation, and it's totally fine with me. Do what you need to do. And this is not a I don't know, maybe it is a traveler versus vacationer video, but I think that when you travel, you try to experience as much of the culture as you can while you're at a destination. So it's more about giving back to the location that you're journeying to, being present in that location, participating in the culture of that location, and hopefully giving back more than you take from it. But when I say take, it's not just take from a consumer perspective, but it's that you take from you take friendships back from it. You take memories that didn't cost anything. You take just kindness from it, and new perspectives. I think that traveling is probably the most enriching thing that anybody could do. I have met people with multiple college degrees, multiple master's degrees, PhDs that don't travel, and I just don't find them to be interesting. I find them to be more of you just trusted what somebody told you was true, and you're going by somebody else's word, and you're not getting out there and figuring it out for yourself. That's how and why I love travel. I have made some amazing lifelong friends through travel. I have changed my life through travel. I have hopefully helped to change other people's lives for the positive through travel. And for that reason, I think travel is probably the single most gracious gift that any human has the capability and possibility to do. Is traveling for everybody? No, I don't. I see people that, I don't know, I think traveling is for everybody. I think that they don't think that. So, I see some of the, I see some people, but travel doesn't have to be like to far off destinations. You know, travel could be into the woods on a 4-hour hike. It could be traveling to the neighborhood next to you. It could be just going and I have this friend. She is so cool. She literally travels to every graveyard that she can find, and she finds cemeteries that are unmarked cemeteries. And I don't mean unmarked graves. I mean cemeteries that are not necessarily listed as cemeteries. So she is forever driving around the Midwest finding cemeteries, and she is taking photos of of the cemeteries that she finds, and she is so respectful of the graves, and she's so intrigued by the history of who is in those cemeteries. I tell her all the time that she needs to create a YouTube channel, and she laughs and says that's not for her. But I find that extraordinary. I find it extraordinary that somebody thinks enough of the people that came before her to actually go and hunt out their resting places and to pay honor and tribute to people she's never met before. I know I have family in cemeteries, and I rarely go to them. It's not my thing, but when I see what she does, I think it's so extraordinary. And I think in travel you meet extraordinary people. And I think that that is the best part about travel. Now, if you're a vacationer and you go on vacation and you want everything to be just like where you're living, and you want all the creature comforts of home, and you don't want to feel like you really stepped into a new place, but you want to say that you've been somewhere, good for you. Like literally, if you want to go sit on a beach and drink all day and just feel like you went on vacation because you went to Aruba and you sat on the beach and you drank all day, I feel like you can do that in your backyard. So to me, while I know many people enjoy that, it's not what I enjoy. So if you ever hear about me taking a holiday or taking a trip or traveling or being obsessed with traveling, it is traveling to meet people. It's traveling to experience cultures, and it's traveling so we can go to one more Irish pub. So my husband and I we have 3 things we do, and some people may firmly agree with these, and some people may firmly disagree with these, and I get it. It's totally fine. You can do whatever you want with it. But we have to go to an Irish pub. We actually literally always find them so easily that we go into an Irish pub. We want to try the Indian food in their location because we absolutely love Indian food. Like, love it. And we have to test out the McDonald's that's in that location. The jury is out as to whether or not McDonald's is better outside of the United States or not. And I often find that it is. It's actually hot still. A Big Mac actually tastes like a burger with the burger sauce, and you can taste the lettuce and you can taste the onion. That's my take. Might not be yours. Totally fine with that. I'm not here to convince you on that. But those are 3 fun things that we like to do. And we always try to participate in something cultural as well. Whether it's going to an in-home chef experience, where we've met people that we just absolutely adore. Whether it's taking a tour and learning how to make gnocchi, and we learned how to make gnocchi in Split, Croatia, and we went on a tour with this woman where she took us to the market and showed us how to shop like a Croatian. We went back to her home and we made dough for the pierogies, and I keep saying pierogies, for the gnocchi. And that was so fun. We learned so much about their culture doing that. In Italy, we had a chef come to our house and teach us how to make Tuscan meals, including how to make pasta. And it was just, I made one of my favorite, like this tomato bread soup, and I never would have tried it. Never. I promise you, I hate soggy bread. So the idea of putting your bread into a soup that you purposely let get soggy, I would never have ordered it. But because we got to make it, I was like, I'm going to try it. Let me tell you something. That stuff is delicious. And I don't remember the name of it, but I remember the chef. I remember how cool he was, how connected he became just by doing what he does, and just what a neat experience it was. And I live for those experiences. I think they're so cool. Curacao is a place that we'll go to where we have given back. Like, we take actual, I collect basketballs and volleyballs every time we go to Curacao, and we give them to a local church that does a camp in the summer, and the kids play volleyball and soccer, and they will bring them like 20 to 30 balls each trip, because they're kids, they go through them, right? So and it's something that is a little bit more expensive to obtain when you're on the island of Curacao. And it's neat to do that. So it's like, that's our way of giving back in Curacao. But then we also meet the locals. We have conversations with the actual restaurant owners. We make sure that we talk to our bartender and we ask them about their life. We make sure that we talk to our server. We get to know our Airbnb hosts. We're not somebody that just goes to an all-inclusive resort and stays on the resort the whole time. It's not really what we want. It's not who we want. It's not the vacation that we want. We want to travel, we want to experience, and we want to explore and adventure. So yeah, I just went on for, I think, 10 minutes on traveling and what I love about it. This could have bored the daylights out of you, but I enjoyed talking about it. I will talk to you about travel any day of the week, all day long. You point to a place on that map, and I'll tell you either that I've been there and why I love it, why I would go back or would not, or why I want to go there. So yeah, that's me in travel. I know this isn't going to shock a lot of people, so I'm going to say thank you. Oh, and thank you for dealing with this. This had a former company that I worked for on it, so I just thought that I would cover that with a Post-it note that I cut. That's came in handy very quickly. And if you see the color orange on it, you'll understand the company that I used to work for, that I got this really nice Patagonia vest from. Not that Patagonia paid me to say that, but it also has their work logo on it. So I decided to cover that up. But thank you for listening to me. I hope you kind of enjoyed this today. I hope that you felt connected, and I certainly hope that I did not bore you. I think that is my number one thing when I'm getting feedback from friends is, was I boring? Did I bore you? But it's very important for me to feel like you're connecting in these. And I do promise you, I'm already looking into how I can make these better and how I can improve the video. And I definitely, at some point, will be bringing these to a professional grade video production quality that I'm going to learn how to do myself over the next year. So I'm very, very excited about that. I have many, many plans for this channel. And I think you're going to be really surprised when I'm ready to announce the biggest plan that I have for it. But right now, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking to improve. And I love you very much. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time out of your day to come listen to me. If you don't mind, subscribing does help me. I know we're so new at this, but that will help me early on. And if you could just like this video, if you did like it, and if you do want to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Love you so much, and I'm saying bye.